Let me show you how future balance can lower your financial stress. You get to know where you stand in your bank account without so much work. It's totally unique because it only focuses on the future. You don't have to enter or categorize every transaction that's ever happened in the past. So let me show you how this will happen. So first you start by adding an account. It doesn't really matter what you want to call it. I'll just call it checking. And then you put your balance in. Let's say it's at $2,000. If you want to change your minimum acceptable balance, like maybe you're like, I never want it to go below $500, you could put that there. I'm just going to leave it blank, which means 0. All right, so then I go into that account and I need to add future transactions. So I'm going to start by adding a paycheck. Let's say that the paycheck is $2,000 every 2 weeks. Weeks, put in 2, and we're going to say that that comes out this coming Friday. Now we're going to add another one. So let's say we put in, oh whoops, let me fix that. I left it as negative. Let me just go back into there, put that as positive, save that. All right, so now we're going to put in a mortgage. All right, so we'll pretend like it's $1,900 every month. And we're going to say it comes out the 1st of next month. Okay, so you can also put in checks that you've written. So you can treat this as your check register. So let's say I've written a check to a babysitter. And the amount was $30. Now, for the date, I'm just going to leave that as today because she could cash that at any time. Now I'm going to add groceries. So with groceries, you're really just kind of guessing. So it's like a budget. So I'm going to say that we generally spend about $300 every week. And we'll just leave that today. All right. Now you can also put in future goals. So we have a vacation planned, and we want to go in, say, December. So flip over down to December, and we're going to go on the 26th. We'll say the amount for that is $3,000, and save. Okay, so let's add a few more. Let's put in a phone bill, and you basically just go through your different things. Oftentimes, it's useful to look at your actual bank account, your transactions that show up there, to kind of refer to. Make sure you're not missing something that way. All right, so phone bill. We'll say it comes out on. Let's go back to today and fix that. So it's going to happen on the 28th. All right. Let's put in a car payment. We'll say that's $600 a month. And well, let's see. We're going to put that at next month, happening on the let's see, July 12th. Okay, and yeah, that's once a month. Perfect. All right, so so right now you can see we have a minimum future balance on January 6th of -$30. So sometime in the next 6 months, I've got to do something to get $30 more into the account, or I'm going to go negative. So it gives you a pretty good heads up. You can also see that every 4 weeks, I have an extra $100. So I'm earning $100 more than I'm spending every 4 weeks. There's also an unacceptable balance on January 6th. Happens to be the minimum one. But let's say it was going to go negative sooner, but then go back up, and then go worse down in January. This unacceptable balance will tell you the first time it's going to go negative. If if I want to actually see detail on that, I can go right to that. You can see that today I'm starting at 2,000. With the babysitter, it goes down to 1970, groceries 1670, and so on. And down here, it will highlight where the problems are. So here on January 6th, you can see where we went from $270 down to -30. It'll go all the way to 3 months into the future. If you put in annual transactions, it'll actually go 3 years. And so basically, you're able to see really quickly where you're at. Let's say you want to come back in a month and see where you're at. So you come in, you're like, oh yeah, that babysitter thing went past, so let's mark that past. The groceries, yep, we definitely ate food. We paid our phone bill. Yep, got my paycheck. Paid the mortgage. Did another set of groceries a few times. Yep, paid our car payment. Got that other paycheck. So yeah, so basically, this is where we're at. We're in, next thing we're gonna do is get some more groceries. So based on that, you can see my balance has been updated. But when I look at my bank account, it's actually wrong. For some reason or another, it's actually down at 1570. So I saved that. And now you can see that the next time I'm going to have trouble is December 28th. So I need to figure out things so I'm avoiding getting worse off. Maybe I'm missing some transactions. Maybe I need to make some adjustments with where my spending is. But I'm able to see really quickly where all of this ends up. I hope you enjoy it. It's been great for our family. And have a good time. Let me know if you have any concerns or ideas or suggestions.